Asher, beginning from the second row. In each row we are placed, in each row, beginning from the second row, in each row there are 4 tribes, 3 rows make 12. So in the second row we have Asher, represented by an olive tree. The blessing to Asher, as we find in Genesis 49:20, says, "As for Asher, his food shall be rich, and that he will yield royal dainties." Now this expression, his food will be rich, in Hebrews Shemena Lahma, which can be understood to say that he will use much olive oil in his food, which was a sign of wealth in those times. And they did use olive oil for cooking purposes and everything else. And olive oil was a symbol of richness, and Asher is represented by an olive tree. Gad is represented by a row of tents. Gad is named after a Gudud. A Gud means a band of warriors. See Genesis 49:19. The name Gad is similar to the word Gudud, meaning a band of warriors. It can also connote Gedi. The word Gedi means a lamb, a sheep, a baby sheep or a baby goat. And so sometimes a baby sheep or a baby goat is what Gad is represented by, but more often you will find a row of tents, meaning a Gudud, meaning a band of warriors. Naphtali is represented by a doe, that is a female doe, because Naphtali was known as a fast runner, and the female doe, that is a female of the deer, is said to be faster in running than the male. See in Genesis 49:21, Naphtali is a doe. Naphtali is a doe let loose. He gives beautiful words. He was eloquent. Dan is represented by a pair of scales. Scales represent judgment. The word Dan means judgment, and he, in the verse 49:16, he is connected with judgment. See Genesis 49:16, it says, Dan shall judge his people. As one of the tribes of Israel, it also says in verse 17, Dan shall be a serpent in the way, a horned snake in the path that bites the horse's heels, so that his rider falls backward. For your salvation I wait, O Lord. Dan may also be represented by a serpent, that is a snake, or by a horned snake, as the verse said in Genesis 49:17, a horned snake in the path, or even by a dragon. A dragon, according to some sources, was also a symbol of Dan. And Dan is also sometimes represented by a ship, and we have a reference to this in Judges 5:17. And why did Dan stay in ships?